Hey, Wrong World Entertainment, and news regarding Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem Part 2, or just 2, we're so used to seeing everything say part at this stage, well, has been given a release date, an official release date, not just the year, but the actual month and day, and it's in 2026. Yeah, not just is it in 2026, it's basically at the end of 2026. That is a hell of a long time to wait for a sequel to this movie. That's an animated movie. Now here's the thing. We're going to have a look at an article, but they discuss its box office. But they don't give you the numbers. And they try and paint it as it was still successful. It wasn't. So we'll have a look at the article and then we'll break down the actual box office and stuff. Because we know the second movie, they want to have Shredder in it because he was teased at the end of the first movie. Which, by the way, I did review when it came out and I hated it. It's horrible. The animation, everything. It's just, yeah, it's a garbage movie. Well, let's have a look at this anyway. So it says, the heroes in a half shell will return to the big screen for a new animated adventure in 2026. Paramount Pictures' recent animated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, Mutant Mayhem, wasn't exactly a massive box office hit, but it did well enough to warrant a follow-up, and the studio has now announced a release date for the planned sequel. So you see there, they're saying it wasn't a massive hit, but it did well enough. We'll come back to that. Unveiled as part of the studio's updated slate, Mutant Mayhem 2 is set to hit theaters on October 9th, 2026. Wow, so far away. So far away. Director Jeff Rowe is expected to return, and it's assumed that the voice actors for the four Turtles and April O'Neil will also reprise their respective roles. Plot details are still under wraps, but Rowe has already confirmed that the Shredder will make his presence felt in the movie after a brief appearance at the end of the last movie. It's interesting that they're saying his presence will be felt as opposed to he will be the main villain. And while chatting with Collider in a recent interview, Rowe was asked if his plans to take a fresh approach to the Turtles' most recognizable foe in the follow-up. And he said, "That's exactly what I am trying to figure out and what my next meeting will be about. That is what we are in the thick of now. Shredder is just a great character. He's an iconic, classic, loved character. He's like the Joker. You know who he is, even if you're not a fan of the source material. I think we definitely want to do a villain-forward film. We're currently trying to make decisions about that. But those decisions for us as filmmakers are always going to come from the place of what tells the best story, specifically about our main characters, the Turtles." So he's discussing he wants the movie to be more villain forward and stuff, which, whatever, okay. But now, when they say it didn't exactly light the box office on fire, but well enough to warrant the sequel. So, domestically, US numbers, it made 118.7 million. Doesn't sound too bad, does it? Internationally, it made 61.6 million, for a worldwide total of 180 million. The movie's budget was 70 million. You're then adding on your promotional material and stuff, so you're usually gonna put another 70. They might have done what Madam Web did, which was put 100 million in, meaning the movie would have had to crack somewhere between $200 and $60 million to break even. So if we're just gonna go on the idea of, okay, the budget was 70 million, we'll say they spent another 70 on promotional That means the movie still had to make over 200 million to break even, and it didn't do that. How can you say it did well enough to warrant a sequel? It didn't. It's lost money. There's no way around it. It's lost money. Now, where it might be doing well in the eyes of Paramount, because Paramount used to do this all the time, is DVD and Blu-ray sales. That's how a lot of the Star Trek movies got funded to continue being made. Not like the J.J. Abrams one, the originals, like the TNG ones and stuff. You know, it would break even on the big screen, barely though. But the Blu-ray sales and the DVD sales and the video sales did so well for them that it financed the next outing. Did that happen with this? Don't know, because let's face it, they more focus on streaming end of things than physical media nowadays. But those numbers, you know, that would be worrying to say, well, we only managed to pull in 180 worldwide. Do we really want to invest again in this movie? I'm surprised they didn't just say, we'll make that movie, but it starts for a new show. We know they are doing new shows for Ninja Turtles. Don't know how connected to this latest movie is, but you would think that they would look more into that end of things rather than, hey, let's put more millions of dollars into a movie that will probably fail again on us. It's going to be interesting to see, but you have a hell of a long wait to see what we're going to get anyway. And let's face it, plans could change again. New people could come into Paramount in management and whatnot. We know they're looking to merge or sell shares and whatnot. So the thing could get scrapped completely. But as of now, it's got a release date of October 9th, 2026. Let's see what happens with this one. And with that, I'll leave it there for this one. So cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.